Hey, what's going on with it, ladies and gentlemen, ponies and gentlecolts? This is the one, the only Criticism Guy 2009, aka Nintendo 2011. Check out my Zekron Freak on Facebook, zekronfreak.com/Facebook/gmail.com, DeviantArt, Mania Wolverine, and my last two. I usually don't mention that much, but my Nintendo Anime Manga Guy 360, my third YouTube account, just in case I ever get copywritten a strike and this ends up getting deleted and shit. That one, and of course Steam.com, just SS Anime Manga Guy 360. Definitely check me out over there. So without further ado, let's begin this top 10 list. I know I've been doing a lot of these, but you know what? Can't get enough of this series. You know, I've been a big fan of this since I was like back in the days when I was like 8, 9 years old back in the days. And now I'm in my mid-20s. You know what? I don't care. I'm going to be 78 years old. I'm still going to be into this shit. I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say. You can call me a rapist, pedophile, motherfucker if you want, because I'm not. So I got like two nieces and like a nephew myself, so I already know how to sort of take care of kids a little bit, so you can go fuck yourself if you think that's the case, so you just get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear your shit. So everyone else has loyalty, respect, dignity for me. You know, I got that respect for you. Thumbs up the video, you know. I got mad love for you guys, you know. Got a special place in my heart, and I always keep delivering to you guys if you want to keep seeing it. I'm getting almost thousands of views just for doing these top 10 videos, so you know what? Might still roll with it. I'm going to be doing another video about, I usually don't talk about this topic that much. I usually talk about this more on my Nintendo Freak channel. So, we'll be talking about some of My Little Pony stuff. As you can tell on the back, right there, hopefully you can see that, I actually did a custom pony thing. It only came out black and white because I didn't have enough money for, the color one, the laser printer one, because it was kind of pricey, $70, $80 for laser printing. I don't think so. I'll probably just stick with the $20 one. It's a little bit cheaper. Not as in good quality, but you know what? I actually did this on the hubworld.com, so I'll leave the link to the description box below. I do have another one, but I didn't get to print it because my printer kept saying error, so it didn't want to print me the picture. So unfortunately, it didn't work out, but I do got it somewhere on my phone, but I can't use that right now because I'm using it to, you know, obviously record video. So without further ado, let's begin the top 10 best top 10 best Elite Four members of all time. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of haters are probably going to hate. I really don't give a shit because they're going to get blocked, eventually get their ass and their balls kicked the fuck out of here. So if you don't got nothing nice to say, get the hell off my channel and go fucking kick rocks, okay? And everyone else, like I said, all my loyal subscribers and fans out there, I just see that 2 new subscribers. Shout out to you guys. There's one he had 33 subs. I forgot your guys' names, but I'll put their links in the description box below so you can check their videos out. You can subscribe to them, you know, stuff for stuff, you know. Thumb up, you know. Definitely appreciate you. Welcome to the channel and enjoy the journey. So coming in at number 10 is Lorelei, aka Prima in the anime series. You know, basically she's a water type specialist. She was actually the villain in the manga series back in the days, and she really loves Pokemon dolls. I kind of thought in a way that character was kind of fan service when they made her into Prima. It was kind of awkward, but at the same time it was pretty funny because Brock had a huge-ass fucking crush on her, and he ended up going out with Professor Ivy instead. If any guys aren't like 19, 20, 821, the oldest and over, you haven't seen the first and second gens, definitely check them out on YouTube. They got to be somewhere on YouTube, somewhere, or somewhere on Google, you know, any other site out there besides here, because, you know, lately YouTube's been messing up a lot, fucking around because of the new layout shit. Some people like it, some people don't. In my opinion, I'm not crazy about it. That's why I'm sticking to the old one, but eventually they're going to end up putting that new shitty-ass one permanently on my channel, so I won't be able to do backgrounds and shit no more. So I'm enjoying it while I can. That's a whole other topic. Yeah, basically, you know, I think they did her for fan service because they made her tits huge as fuck, like freaking Pamela Anderson kind of thing going on, you know. And she was real hot, don't get me wrong. Even though she had the little nerdy glasses, she was still a beautiful, hot piece of ass regardless. She was kind of like Iris a little bit, which I'll get to later in this video. You know, basically, she had the heart of the cards, the Yu-Gi-Oh thing going on, but with the water types. I know she had a Dugan, what else, a Cloyster, and I think in a video game, I know she had Slowbro and Lapras, which is a very fucking strong-ass Pokemon. If you don't know nothing about Lapras, I don't know what you're doing here. Basically, that thing is OP. It's a water-ice type, one of the first water-ice types besides Steel and Dugan back in the days. You know, nowadays there's like 1,000 of them because there's like, I think 700, 800 plus there's extra new ones that are coming out. It's probably going to be 900 new Pokemon altogether with the 6th Gen X and Y coming out. So, lots of stuff has changed over the past, I think, 17 years since Pokemon made its debut back in, I think, 97, pretty sure, because I was like 7 or 8 when it came out. So, back in the late 90s. So, yeah, there you go. Prima. Coming in at number 9. I actually had a huge-ass crush on this lady. She was awesome as fuck. They did not show her in the anime, but they did show her a lot in the manga. So her name was Karen. She was one of the very first people that did Dark-type Pokemon. You know, basically she had her Murkrow. I think her Murkrow and her Umbreon in the manga series. That was the only one that they showed. But I don't know if she did an appearance in the anime film because I never really saw her. I know she was a lot in the video games when Gold, Silver, Crystal back in the days when I had that before. I ended up selling it to the pawn shop, which I do regret now. But you know what? Life goes on. A lot of people do ROM hacks and stuff nowadays. A lot of these little kids nowadays, they just take the shit straight from the internet. That's how fast this technology is growing. Back in my days, Google and AOL, they were just starting to blow up. You know, nowadays they're literally taking over the world. Seriously. With all due respect, Google, you know, you already got the world at your hands. What else do you want, you know? But other than that, speaking of which on Google, I was going to talk about this on my other channel, but you know what? Might as well talk about it here. For all my bronies and Pegasus sisters out there, I was actually featured on this one website called, not Popstar, I forgot the name of it. I think it's popstarbronies.com, so definitely check it out. You know, I had no idea I was featured on there, so it was from a Nintendo Free channel. I knew it was over there, but I didn't know it was over here too, so definitely big shout out to the Popstar Brony website. Definitely check them out. Tell them I sent you. So, yeah, basically, Karen, you know, she was she was a Dark-type specialist. She had a Gengar and a Vileplume, which they weren't Dark-types. In the second and third gen, I think they were, Gengar was a Dark Poison, then they made him, not Dark Poison, yeah, Ghost Poison, then they switched him to, like, after that, in the fourth, fifth, and sixth gen, possibly, he's going to end up being, like, I think Dark Ghost instead of, Ghost Poison, which is kind of weird, you know. I like that when Agatha was using it back in the days, but when she used it, it was a lot better. And what else? Vileplume's not even a dark type, I guess because it looks dark, the color black or whatever, I guess. Maybe that's why she chose it. And the rest of her team was dark. And, yeah, other than that, you know, her Umbreon's the only one that's usually the biggest threat because he always uses that curse attack all the time, which pisses me the fuck off. I used to rage quit the hell out of that game back when I had Silver. I still got the Game Boy Color, but I gotta find that somewhere in the garage. I don't know, one of my roomies probably know where it's at. And, yeah, basically, what's it called? Oh yeah, and then she gets Spiritomb later when the 4th gen comes out later on. Heart Gold Soul Silver was made. And yeah, her Umbreon's in the manga, like I said. She's one of the evil villains on there instead of the good people. Number 8 is Drake, the one from the 3rd generation home series. He was the dragon type trainer. Had a flying Pokemon. He had Flygon and a Salamence. And then, of course, in the anime series, they only showed like his Altaria and Shogun. They did show a little bit of his Salamence, but not very much. And the rest of his team they just took out like nothing. They didn't even show Kinger, which kind of sucked. Kinger was boss as fuck back in the day. Nowadays there's so many dragon types, hard for me to even explain their typing and all that stuff. I thought I heard my phone ring. Sorry about that. I might have to do a part 2 on this, so if I get distracted, please forgive me. Yeah, and another thing about this is that oh yeah, and then the other one in Emerald, I think they changed his shit up a little bit. I think they gave him Altaria instead. So yeah, I'm not sure about that. And maybe Latios. I doubt that, though. Other than that, yeah, that basically explains Drake in a nutshell. And another one from the home region is Sydney, the Dark-type trainer. Another one. He had like a Mad Max Mohawk in the back in the days. He's a Dark-type specialist, of course. What else? I'm just reading out the list because I got this all this information on the one website. I'll leave it in the links below. So basically, yeah, you know, in the anime he actually uses a Matang, and the anime and manga uses a Matang and a Zangoose, and then like what's it called? Also, I really wanted to say real quick, he has this crawl gun in the Emerald version because before he had the Sharpedo, so they changed him up a little bit. He's got a badass, cocky personality, but he's still kick-ass, you know, type of dude that could be my friend in real life, you know, just hang out at the mall or some shit, you know, typical shit like that. You know, go out to the movies, you know, get bitches, whatever. Yeah, but that's all I gotta say about him. So coming in number 6, she wasn't part of the Elite Four in the 4th generation for Sinnoh, but she wasn't an Elite Four member. But you know what? I'm gonna put her on there because she's still a beautiful hot piece of ass. Cynthia, the Sinnoh champion for Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, and she makes her little reappearance in Black and White 1 and 2. She might end up making another appearance for 6th generation. She's pretty fucking huge. So obviously she made a lot of anime appearances in 4th and 5th gen. You know, there's not really much to say about her except her Garchomp and Spiritomb are the main two Pokemon she uses. And then in the 5th gen in Black and White, she ends up using a lot of Glaceon, and then that other one I'm trying to remember. What was it? Hold on. I think Gastrodon, she uses them a lot more in 5th gen. I don't know why, but she does. And then obviously she uses her Garchomp. That's her signature Pokemon. Because I thought she was just going to be a Dragon type champion, but no. She had a whole bunch of different types. You know, she had Bribery in the other one in 5th gen, and then she had Electron after that. And so she's pretty OP, overpowered, if you don't know what that means. I didn't know OP was until 2011, so shows you how old I'm getting. Can't keep up with the fucking times, you know. I don't be saying that swag YOLO shit. That's fucking stupid, repetitive, and crap. Just like the fucking sagging pants that these Modelo motherfuckers always do. But you know what? Saying about race. So other than that, there goes Cynthia for you in a nutshell. And there's a lot of fucking fan art I checked out on there. And then there's a little bit of hentai in there. I'm not going to get too much into detail on it. If you're under 18, you might not want to watch it. If you're over it, go for it. Go ape shit like I did. Yeah, in a good way, of course. And I like the voice actress that did her voices in the Japanese manga version and on the US version. So check her out. Very chill ass shit. You know, well, actually, no, yeah. Fucking brain farts there for the win. Yeah, you know, if she was a real person, I'd definitely be hitting that. And there's this fanfic thing of her liking ice cream and stuff all the time. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I don't know. So coming in at number 5, I had no idea she was in the platinum version until later on when I found out Black and White. I saw on a Wikipedia server that she was in the Elite Four, not in the Elite Four, in the Brain Frontier, Battle Frontier for Pokemon, what's it called? For the 4th generation for platinum, the second that came out. And basically, her name is Caitlin, and she was in one of the Battle Frontier brains, which I never got that far in the game because it was hard as shit to fucking beat for me. I would have to use hacks or cheats to get through that shit. And I did it a couple times when I used to use my Axe Replay back in the day before the ROM hacks were around. Basically, she's a psychic type of specialist. You know, she has Gallade and Signify in the second Pokemon Black and White 2. And then basically what happens is she has a little butler on the side for Platinum, so, you know, just in case she wants to kick some ass, she'll do it. I think she was in Heart Gold and Soul Silver too. I'm not sure about that. Maybe, maybe not. And I think she was in this little anime manga character thing called Adventures, Pokemon Adventures. I had no idea she was in there because I never read the manga for this shit. What else? Oh, and like I said, she had a Gallade and everything. She has a lot of Psychic-type Pokemon. Her signature one is usually Buzurana, the one that's the dream Pokemon that always has his eyes closed like Yuzi, except it's a lot more stronger, you know. So basically, that's her favorite. Coming in at number 4 is Grimsley, another one from the 5th generation. Another Dark-type specialist. So I really love Dark and Steel-type the most out of them. Ice, and then Electric, too. And then another one I'm trying to think of, but Dragon type. Those are usually my 5 main types I like the most. But my main 2 at the most is Dark and Steel mostly. That's my personal favorite. Everyone else might have a different favorite, but that's just what I'm saying. Just putting it out there. Yeah, there's Grimsley. You know, he used to have a, what's it called? I'm trying to remember. He ends up having a Houndoom later on in Black and White 2 when they expand the international decks. And basically, he's kind of like Dracula, but except he's not a steroid or anything. He's not like Edward Twilight thing. He's just got the old school cape. He's an old school Dracula. That's if you want to put it that way. And what else? Hold on a sec. I'm trying to get my shit together. Oh, and then he's a lot more of a powerful. He has a Scrappy and his Bisharp as his main strategy Pokemon. I haven't seen him in the anime, so I can't tell you how he was in there. So, yeah, there goes Grimsley for you. He's a dark type trainer too. He's awesome as shit. Okay, number 3, former champion Aldar. I know he's not an Elite Four member either. He was a champion because in Black and White series he was the original champion before Iris took over, which I'm gonna get to her in a minute. Main Pokemon in the anime series is Bouffalant. They don't really show his other Pokemon besides that. I think he showed Volcarona once, but that was it, like for 5 seconds. And basically he has a whole bunch of bug types, so dragon type, ice type. And they changed it up a lot. They changed it 4 times. I'm not going to explain that to you because I'll show it to you in the link description down below so you can check it out. That explains it a lot better than I ever will. And another thing is he's very sarcastic, charismatic. He really likes the Nurse Joyce and Officer Jenny, so he's kind of like, got that Brock charm. And then another way, he likes that other girl, Elsa, a lot because he even planned on marrying her one time. And I think Cynthia, too. He flirts with a lot of the girls that are in that industry with, like, the Elite Four champions, you know? Because he's basically a fucking pimp, you know? He's straight out pimping like fucking Brock was before Silence took over, you know? And that goes for Eldar, yeah, funny ass dude. And number 2, old gym leader that ended up serving in the champion, her name is Iris. I already talked to her a lot about her in my last one, top 10 gym leaders. Only thing I will say, she does get a little bit stronger, her almost a level fucking 80 when you fight her in black and white too, which is ridiculously fucking hard. Unless you do hacks or some shit, then it's easy. Another thing that was funny about her, she's kind of like the comic relief of Ash. It could be Ash's possible girlfriend in the future, I have no idea, just like Misty, Dawn, and May were back in the days, you know. Another thing about her is that they changed her hairstyle. It's not all afro-y and like a big giant fucking bow in the back, no. It's like still a little lace. It's kind of like the crystal pony, fancy kind of hair, kind of weird but cool as shit. And I like how a little background she has the 7 planet stars together. I don't know if that's some Illuminati reference, but if it is, still looks kick-ass. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Other than that, that's all I got to say about that. And the last but not least, he wasn't a part of this thing, but I'm going to talk about him anyways. He was a custom trainer, and his name was Wesley. And if any of you guys don't know who he is, if you ever play Pokemon Coliseum or Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness like I did, definitely check that dude out. He was very badass trainer. He basically is a snatcher. He's a thief. Not for Team Rocket or Emerald or Manga or any of the Magma, Aqua, etc., etc., etc. Not for any of those organizations like Plasma and all of them, but he's a solo guy. You know, he's a lone wolf when it comes to stealing and snatching Pokemon. But he purifies them. And the other one, he's an evil villain in the manga series, but in the in the PC gaming world, he's actually a good guy. And basically, his Umbreon and Espeon, I think, are his main 2 signature Pokemon, and they usually use Shadow Ball and Psychic most of the time. Very kick-ass character. He doesn't really talk much or anything, but you know what? He's awesome as fuck. He had a really badass character design. You know, his character development was there. He was on point. You know, I like the blue cape that he had. He was a straight-out boss, literally. And back in my days, my middle school days, when I had GameCube, before I sold that to the pawn shop, me and my pawn shop, what can I do? Basically, he was just badass. I love the Shadow Lugia. Very awesome, you know. He wasn't a part of it, but you know what? I wanted to make him #1 anyways, because he was so my fucking hero back in the 3rd generation at that time, before 4th, 5th, and possible 6th came out, you know. It is what it is. So, other than that, that's all I got to say for now. So, hopefully, got stuck on the pen. So, hopefully, you enjoyed this shit. So, like I always say, is what it is, ain't what it ain't. See you when I see you. You guys take care. Peace out. God bless. I am out of here. And go and get the fuck out of here. And take care. Goodbye. And peace, bacon, grease. And I will see you all soon. Okay? Take care. Be safe. And take it easy. All right, peoples? I'm out late. See you soon.